See these? This is 578 different people who have filled out one single landing page on my website. And this is how I get so many leads on a daily basis from my YouTube channel. So if you've been making videos for YouTube and you're not getting any leads, you're like, I'm not even getting views, let alone leads that turn into clients. This video is for you. Let's talk about the biggest mistakes that you're probably making with your real estate YouTube channel and how we can turn it around right away. And I want to show you some proof. So this is a video that I made back in 2022. It's had 40,000 organic views. I've never run any ads to this. You can see that it has brought me 128 new subscribers. No, I wasn't talking to you, Siri. I love it when she just interrupts in the middle of my videos. So 128 different people have subscribed to my channel after having watched this video. This is huge because what that means is that somebody watched your video and they liked it so much that they decided to hit subscribe after they watched the video. Now, is it because my production quality is so amazing? No, clearly not. I film in my home office. I'm filming with my webcam. Yeah, I have some decent lighting and a decent microphone, but this is hardly Hollywood award-winning production quality, and you don't need it. All you need is to be really helpful with the information that you're talking about in the video, and you're talking to the right person, not just anybody who is interested in any sort of real estate topic anywhere in the world. We are talking to people that are thinking of buying a property on Tybee Island, which is the beach at in Savannah, Georgia. So this video has worked very, very well for me. And then what I do in this video is below the video, I'm like, hey, are you thinking about relocating to the Savannah area? If you are, you should click this link. When they click this link, it brings them to this landing page right here. And if they click on download the guide, they give me all of their name, their information, their email, their phone number, all of the things. And that turns into this huge long list. This is 578 people of just people that downloaded that particular guide. And I have lots of guides on my website. I have relocation guides. I have seller guides. I have military first-time buyers guides. I have how to sell your house in case you're getting divorced. I have staging your house on a budget, how to get your house ready for the market. So many different guides that I have on my website. So let me show you how you can do this for yourself, because everybody that I talk to is pretty much making the same mistakes. They're very, very common, so don't feel bad about it, but let's fix it, because if you're going to take the time to make these YouTube videos, I want it to be actually effective for you, right? Okay, so mistake number one is that you don't have a clear goal in mind when you start making the video. I want you to think, who am I talking to? Is it a buyer? Is it a seller? Is it a first-time buyer? Is it someone who is moving into the area and doesn't know anything about it? Is it somebody that is an investor and they own a whole bunch of Airbnbs and suddenly they're not profitable anymore? The market is flooded with Airbnbs, and so their occupancy rate is increasing. They're not having nearly as much cash flow every single month. They're starting to freak out and think, maybe I should just liquidate my portfolio. But if I do that, everybody else is selling their portfolio too. So does that mean it's just going to be a race to the bottom with who can do the most price reductions? And I don't want to lose money on this whole deal. You have to know who you are talking to with this video. The biggest problem that I see when I'm talking to real estate agents is they're usually trying to talk to everybody at the same time. They'll make a market update video and I'll say, well, who is this for? And they say, everybody. No, that's why it doesn't work. You don't want to talk to buyers and sellers and renters who are thinking of buying for the first time with your market update video. You want to decide, am I talking to buyers? Am I talking to sellers? Am I talking to investors? And once you pick who that is, now, mistake number two is that you're using all of the industry jargon. You're using phrases like the market absorption rate and whatever the acronym is for your state purchase and sale contract. But the average consumer doesn't know that stuff. They don't use those phrases in daily language, and they don't know what the acronym is for the purchase and sale contract because they're not using it every day like we are. So you need to think, What are the words they are using? How would they describe the problem? And then you use those words in your video and in the title so that when they search for the answer, your video shows up. And they go, that's exactly what I wanted to know. Click, and then they're going to watch it. But if you use all kinds of phrases that they don't understand, they're probably not going to click on the video in the first place because the title doesn't make sense to them. And then if they do, they're like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And then they promptly leave. And the video will not perform well if they click and they bail within the first 30 seconds because they don't even know what you're saying. So mistake number one, we're talking to too many people at the same time. Mistake number two is we are using our terminology. You need to be using their terminology. Mistake number three is that you don't have any plan for what you want them to do at the end of the video. So my rule of thumb is 80% of the time, get them to watch another video. Why? Because the more they see you, the more they get to know you, the more FaceTime you have with them, the more they feel like they know you. I cannot tell you how many times I have gotten a phone call or an email from somebody who says, I feel like I know you already. I've watched all your YouTube videos. It happens weekly. It was happening daily when I was still in production. But I haven't been in production since the end of 2022. And it still happens at least weekly where somebody sends me an email and says, I've been watching all of your videos. I feel like I know you already. And that's amazing because I don't know this person at all. This has been a one-way conversation so far, but they feel like they know me. They reach out. They're not interviewing anybody else. They pretty much already decided that they want to work with me because of everything that I've been telling them in the videos and the personality that I display on camera. So will everybody call me? No. And that's a good thing because we all have different personalities. And if one person had 100% market share, it would really suck for the rest of us, right? There are probably thousands of realtors in your area. And if one person had 100% of the market share because they have a YouTube channel, that would leave all of the rest of us in the dust. So luckily, all of us have different personalities. Some of us are very introverted. Some of us are very extroverted. I consider myself an extroverted introvert. I can turn it on when I'm on camera, but send me to a networking event, I'm the one standing in the corner hoping that somebody comes and talks to me first. So it doesn't matter what your personality is like, video can work for you. And there is content out there for everyone. If you follow the disc profile, whether you're a high D, a high I, a high S, a high C, you will attract people like you. The personality that you display on camera is the type of person that will call you, that will reach out to you. It's awesome because every client that you get is somebody that you would probably want to hang out with and be friends with in real life because you two are like peas in a pod. You have so much in common. It's amazing. This is a really great bonus. It is something that I never thought about when I started making videos. I certainly didn't know that this is how it would be, but it was pretty awesome. So 80% of the time, we want them to watch another video. So how does that work? Well, let's say you're talking to the investors who own all the Airbnbs and you're telling them now might be a good time to sell because I expect the market to become flooded with Airbnbs in the next 6 months. And we need to get ahead of this because if you wait until the 7th month to list your properties, there's going to be so much inventory on the market. You are not going to be able to do anything except compete on price. So you should list now. Let's say that that's what you're trying to say in your video. So you've given them all that information in the video, and now you will say, so now that we've discussed this, the next problem that you're going to run into is this. You should watch this video right here. And the beauty of YouTube is that in the end screen, in the last 20 seconds of your video, you can have another video pop up right here. And if they're on their phone, they tap it. If they're on their computer, they click it. It's right there. You say, watch this next. And here's why. Because we've just solved problem A, but now you will have problem B. So watch this video so I can solve problem B for you. So that's what I love to do 80% of the time. And what about the other 20% of the time? Then I want them to take an action. I want them to give me their contact information so that we can talk in real time. Whether that is go to my website and download the free thing. So that is the thing that I have done over and over and over again on my website. I have so many different landing pages. Here's the reload guide that I'm showing you right now, 587 leads. This one for Bluffton had 74 leads. This one I never even published. It was a draft that I was working on. Here's a different version. It had like a different headline, but so many different landing pages. And they're giving me their name, their email, their phone number, and how soon are you looking to move? What if you don't have landing pages? Could it be a Zoom call? What if it was, let's have a strategy call and find out if this is a good time for you to sell? You give them your Calendly link or your Zoom link and they schedule a time with you. Or I use TidyCal. I think TidyCal is an awesome alternative to Calendly because it's $29 for lifetime access. And Calendly is, once you get more than 3 links, they start charging you. It doesn't really matter what it is that you're using. You just want to give them an easy way to schedule a time to talk to you. And if you've never done any of those links, it's great because it integrates with your Google Calendar, your iCal, right, is what the Mac calls it, maybe even the Outlook calendar. And you say, I'm only available to do these calls on weekdays from this time to this time, and again from this time to this time. Or I can also do them on Saturday mornings, or I can also do them on Sunday evenings. You get to say, these are the times when I am available. And if you already have an appointment there, then the calendar shows that there's some appointments available. And this way, people are not calling you at 8 o'clock on a Saturday night. If they can just schedule an appointment, say, I'd like to talk to you on Monday morning at 10 a.m. If there's an availability on your calendar, they can schedule the time. No back and forth. Can you do it? Well, no, I can't. What about this? Nope, that doesn't work for me. And we go back and forth for 3 days. Let's just stop all that nonsense. Give them your TidyCal or your Calendly link. Let them pick a time and then have an agenda. So if you're going to offer this over and over and over again in your videos, have an agenda so that, let's say it's a relocation buyer. They're coming to your area. They're thinking about buying. You're going to tell them, awesome. So here's what we're going to discuss on this call. And you have a little agenda so that it doesn't take an hour and a half. Maybe it's a 20-minute call. And then say, so how does this sound? Do you think that we should continue to work together? Great. Let's do another one of these calls. This one's going to take a little bit longer. It's probably going to be 45 minutes. I'm going to give you my entire buyer presentation and show you exactly what I will do for you. And at the end of that call, they're going to sign that sucker because you are not showing them any houses anymore without the signed buyer agreement. But they don't want to just sign that with anybody who can fog a mirror. They want to know that you actually know what you're talking about. So you're going to give them your entire buyer presentation over Zoom. Or, you can always do it in person if you really feel like it. But I love Zoom because you can be wearing sweatpants on the bottom and nobody knows. You would be horrified if you saw what I'm wearing from the waist down in this video. And that is the beauty of Zoom, baby. So 80% of the time, watch another video, 20% of the time, take action, do something where I will get your contact information. But don't just say, call me if I can help you. That's not very specific and it's kind of passive. So instead say, go to my website, click this link, fill out your information, let's talk. You're being very specific. If you tell them what to do, more often than not, they will actually do it if they are truly serious. Now, if you've been doing all of these things and you're still not getting any leads from your YouTube channel, maybe it's time to go back to the drawing board and look at the way that you've set up your channel. So I have a resource for you called The First 10 Steps to a Lead Generating YouTube Channel. Hundreds and hundreds of people have used this guide to create YouTube channels that really do get them leads. So if you want to get it for yourself, the link is right here.